All right, great day, everyone. Wild and crazy day. Always, right? It was a good one yesterday. No doubt in that. Nice big move. All right, let's just get this music. I'm not liking this music, so bear with me here. Let's see. Let's try this one. Let's try this and see how this sounds. It's called Majestic Beats. All right, let's get into the day. One day before my celebration. Woohoo! All right, so today is the 14th. Let's get the limit set up. 644, 89, 580, 34, 231, 22, 449, 42. Boom, there are the limits for today. Great day. Hope you're having an amazing day. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Also, if you guys can please let me know that the chat is working okay, that would be awesome, because I want to make sure people can communicate. That is very important. And let me get this set up on Twitter. Get the live stream linked. Now yesterday's is showing up. I don't know what's going on there, but yesterday it didn't want to work properly. Now it's working. So it's all good. All right, let's also go and see if The Economist has their new cover up. No, not yet. No new cover yet. It usually comes up. They might have it later this afternoon, but not there. Rarely was it ever issued out on we've had a Barron's cover on a Wednesday. So let's, for fun, go to Barron's. Nope. Crypto, look at that. Everyone is along for the crypto ride now, even if it ends badly. They're telling you it's going to blow up and it's going to end up dropping, right? Maybe this is first quarter of 2026. Actually, I'm going to say April next year, this is going to crash. I'm going to put it out there. April 26, Bitcoin crashes. All right, let me post up the limits, which are right here. All right, stock market trading halt levels for indexes, index ETFs, SPY, QQQ, IWM, and DIA. I doubt we need them, but prepared either way. Great day, Frankie. Thank you. All right, there we go. Posted that out. Let's see any notifications, all right. So let's get this cleaned up over here. BMNR is still on, rocking it. Let's clean this up. For now. That's probably the same. We'll put that there. Let's clean this up. All right. There we go. And let's delete these two. All right. Let's check out our fear and greed. 8:30, we have PPI numbers, fear and greed today. Ooh, it's going to be a big moving day. Oh yeah, it's going to be a rocket ship day, potentially a drop it like it's hot day, but it's going to be a big moving day. All right. So I'm just going to check out the levels, see if they moved anything. 637. Yep, they moved that one up. 637.38. 637.38. The green, see, this one is pink. There's our green one start. Green one is for April. So April is 636.08. You can see they're moving their levels up. January is 599.78. All right, let's look at the Qs over here. Qs 561.12. 520, 52. And then January, where's our January level? The orange. Orange right here, 516, 84. Done. All right, so they're adjusting their positioning. So funny, these bots. All right, the Russell, they are taking the Russell higher. Why do I say they're taking the Russell higher? Because they are. They're well above. All right, 208.64 there. July, 220.23. And January level, 223.52, has not changed. Beautiful. All right, so we are extended today, right? PPI numbers come out at 8:30 today. This could be volatile for the market. Doesn't really matter what the numbers are. It's just how they react to it, so be prepared. So looking at all of the indexes, we've updated those levels over there. Let's get into what is moving and grooving. All right, so BMNR still moving up only a little bit today, but it still has big volume. We have a long leg doji here, 3 days of selling, but we also had 3 days of buying. So if we go below over here 60, then a chance for that gap fill to happen. So we'll keep that on watch. All right, we also have MSTR today. So Bitcoin hit 120 last night. Great day, Jaspreet. Anybody know what tomorrow is? I'm gonna keep saying it because I'm proud of it. All right, so MSTR dropping to the downside. Our float here on MSTR, 263. There, oh. What am I typing? All right, big money is at 402.16. That's right. And I'm 29 in my mind. We'll go with that. All right, Coinbase as well. Pulling back, hit the 33. So we can see Coinbase hit that 33, but MSTR had already rejected it. All right, 207. Whoopsies. That's good. Let's block this. There we go. All right, I had the wrong color there. All right, this one is not important to us. 392.87 there. All right. We've got some really big movers today. XPON, but look, only 3 million in the float. Not really interested in it. This would be like a Ross Cameron potential short by Timothy Sykes. Sean Deckmar might trade that one. But these are super low float, very hard for newer traders to trade because you can have life-changing profits on it, but you have to be like this. And for a newer trader, your reactions are not like this. So you can see as well, it's nice though, because you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, or a bigger move like 1, 2, 3, 4. This could have a big wave to the 5th wave, and then it's going to retrace. So that's a very low float one. Another one, Wolf as well. Let's just see the crazy. There's some really crazy movers today. What's D-Low? So Wolf is another one, but this one we can add to our list. Why? Because it has 289 million. I like it. Terra Wolf. 289. And massive crazy moves. Had earnings over here. Big money level. 546. I like it a lot. All right, so 546 there. Let's see, what is D-Lo? D-Local Limited. Never heard of it, have you? So D-Local had earnings. Looks like a buyout almost. But they definitely don't seem to want to take it above 1492. That's a pretty clear line in the sand there to me. 58.7 million. I will say, I will put this on because it's over 50. 1352, and that is earnings. Bigger move there. All right, let's also check out Nvda. Nvda, look at how that trend line is really holding up. Nvda, one of the largest cap stocks out there, which is pretty impressive. A lot of the tech stocks, also probably AMD, Roger's favorite. Where is Roger? AMD, but this is dropping. What's our volume today? Let's put AMD down here for Roger. This is Roger's favorite to trade. Since earnings, we don't want that one. Why is that there? I've got this one. All right. Where is this one from? All right, we need to put on a new earnings. Make it pink. Pinkity. All right, 172.16 there. If you guys have favorites, put them in the chat. SOUN is retracing today. I feel like there's a lot of retracement going on. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Okay, got the tickle out of my nose. 1574. SBET is pulling back as well. I like SBET as long as it can stay above 20. If it goes below 20, let it go, in my opinion. Get out. Bail! Bail! It's not worth it. 2251. Airplane Jane D-Lo is Argentina from Michigan. Is that what you're trying to say, Lorenzo? Never heard of D-Lo, but it's all perfect. I'm good. No big deal. Let's see. Monday is on the move today, and it's Thursday. They had a massive drop down. Okay, Monday. This might be interesting if we're able to close above, because you can see the big money levels down here at 180.53. This might be a long runner. We will see. 180.53. There's a reason why I'm not a singer. I just pretend. All right. So we've got our list. If you have anything. Oh, D-Lo is from Argentina company. Got it. Thank you. It was a little jumbled there. So let me tweet out what we are covering today. If you have any questions, if there's anything else that you would like to, let's see, I just want to look at this. All right, I'm going to tweet it out. So you might be going, Jane, why should I bother listening, following you, all that good stuff? Well, here's the thing. I'm doing this to help you guys. I was a newer trader in the day trading world 10 years ago. I've been in the stock market for 25 years, and I'm here sharing to help you profit, right? If you want to learn more, I do have an educational site where I'm happy to help educate you and teach you more. If it's like Greek to you. I've been in this, like I said, for 25 years and have done the chartered market technician, so I understand the patterns, and I have learned a lot, and it's relaxing and fun and love it. So I'm here imparting my knowledge with you and hoping that you profit from that. So if there's something you would like to check out, put it in the chat. If you have questions, put it in the chat. I can't always answer every single question as we're getting started, but I do know what it's like to be laid off and have to change your plans. My first layoff took me away from the stock market when I saw the dot-com bubble implode. And then my second layoff brought me back. So layoffs can be a good thing. And I'm just finishing the last one here. So let's get into it. First off, we will start off slowly with the crypto portion, and then we'll get into day trading. Stocks. Okay, so right here, what do? I look at where the big money is, where the big money runs the market, right? So the big money of the world really runs the world, right? The big players, the big owners, Musk, Gates, people like that have a big influence on the market with where they put their money. Well, the same thing is true with the stock market. Where they put their money into a stock or take it out of a stock is going to move that. Whether it's a stock, a crypto, an ETF, an index, a commodity, if they're putting their money there, they want to see that money grow. So if we know where that big money is, we can grow with it, right? So Bitcoin, let's put another one up here, a little ray from here to here. All right, so typically we go body to body. I'm going to readjust this because now as well, we've got this. So it's an expanding megaphone here. So we've got that set up. If I'd gone from here to this wick, right, then that's created. So we've got the expansion move of the megaphone. We've hit the top upper bound. Maybe we're going to be coming back down. I put it out there based off of the Barron's cover right here. I think that maybe we're going to see this is the third quarter, fourth quarter. So beginning of first quarter of 26, we're going to see Bitcoin drop. I take back my April, and I'm going to say in January, we're going to see Bitcoin crash. It's going to be a Bitcoin winter, crypto winter. All right. So I look at where that big money is. If the price action goes up above it, then they were buying. If the price action goes below, they were selling. Right? So let's look at where those levels are and then where we could see them go today. Let me put this in the middle. All right, I just learned a trick. I didn't know I could do that, but that's pretty cool. Automatically puts it at the midpoint for us. And then this, double click right there. All right, so for the 24-hour day chart, that's going to be where the big money is on the daily. For the 15-minute or 5-minute chart, that's going to be where it is for today, right? The 2-day price action is what I'm looking at when I'm day trading. So over here, 117,983.90. They've moved it down just a bit. 117,983.90. It is the pink and the yellow over here. On the daily, it's the red and the yellow. So intraday. 121,591 and 75. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Let's repeat so you guys see this pattern. All right, Ethereum, 24-hour chart, 36.40 and 88 cents. All right, intraday level for Ethereum, red and yellow, red and yellow, red and yellow, 4737 and 13 cents. All right, let's go to XRP. XRP level, ooh, they popped it. 326.68. They've moved it up over here. 326.68. All right, intraday level for XRP right here. 327. Ooh, it just moved. You guys saw that? So we're going 323.90. 323. 90. All right. Doge. Dancing dog. 0.24105 for the daily. 0.24105. On the intraday, so Jane, why do you do the intraday? Why are you starting it and it looks like it was last night? Because I want to see what's going on for today's trading day. For crypto, forex, commodities, and futures, it's the day prior, overnight, in the evening that it starts. So that's why I pull it back. So we have 0.24799. 0.24799. All right, and Solana over here. Solana 177.42. And intraday 202.99. All right, now that you see how we create those levels, let's find a trade set up from it. Okay, look, we hit the trend lines. Yes, I did move it, but we can see that that could play out for today as well. So that's why I've got it on my chart. All right, and I want to make sure that I go above that level. Okie dokie. So we've got big money all the way down here. 120. Let's put it 120. We've got the Camarilla right there. 126.95. So if we do it at 126.80. There we go. We are below. Let's advance this right here. All right, and I want to say 123.250, but nope, we got to go higher. Oops, I did not mean to move that. Let's go undo. Love that undo button. If we put it here, it's going to give us, yeah, we could do that. It's going to give us 250 right there. So 123.500. Okay. The short trade looks like it has a better opportunity to it of 280 as opposed to 250. All right, Bitcoin 126.80 and 123.500. We have the green because the big money level of buying is below us, if that makes sense. All right, ETH, Ethereum. I feel like I need to clean up my computer because it's running slowly. Seems like somebody doesn't want me to see Ethereum. Big money level. It's okay. We already have it. 36.40, but I do want my... Oh, you know what? Why didn't you guys tell me I hit the wrong one? There we go. Now, risk is back here. So it could come all the way back and then retrace. You see? Advancement, pull back, and shoot higher. Shoot higher. Pull back, shoot higher. We could say this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we're in an A, B, C, and then a bigger move up. So we might be in a sideways price action temporarily. If you are an Elliott wave trader, typically getting into the fifth wave tends to have, the third typically has a bigger move than the first, and then the fifth typically is going to be a great wave. I forget there's a guy. There's a fifth wave trader. He's from London. Awesome dude. Awesome dude. All right. 470.70. What is his name? Oh, I met him at a Trade Ideas event. Nah, I don't remember. All right. 46.80 down here and 47.70 for Ethereum. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, let's continue to XRP. Welcome if you are new. I see I've got a bunch of people now on there that weren't here earlier. Welcome, welcome. If you have any questions about what I'm doing, put in the chat. Also, if you want to learn more, if you go right here, CARPE, Carpe Profit, you go to the page will look like this. You go to the bottom of the page, How to Trade Like a Billionaire, right there, my ebook for $11 to learn all about learn the basics of trading, what the volume point of control is in trading, which I'm showing you now, how to set it up on your chart, and how to use it for profits. All right, so XRP, we can see selling wicks, not so much buying, right? A little bit of buying here, buying yesterday, and a little bit of buying so far today. So bigger picture, we really need this. I'd say we need this to break above 335 on the big picture, but on the intraday, we could put it right here, just above 331. I'd say 331.50 right here. 3.315 or below 320 for a day trade on XRP. All right, let's go to Doge. Doge, similar, sell. Ooh, we'd like it to close above 25 cents. On the intraday, I'd like it to go below the 425 here, 0.236, or above. You can see the bigger monies right here. If we do 0.25, let's see what, yeah, 0.25. Let's put it right at 0.25. That gives you a fair amount right there. Okay, 0.236 and 0.25. All right, let's go to notifications here. Oh, I'm doing it now. You got, see, Ethereum and XRP. So Ethereum, big money is below. XRP, they are positioning on XRP and Doge right now from the daily chart. All right, let's go to Solana. I saw your question, tariff, baby, tariff, or Tarif. Tarif, baby, Tarif. Tariff has 2 F's, FYI, if you wanted to change it. Unless your name is Tarif, and then maybe it's just perfect. All right, Solana, big money intraday is at 202.99. So we can see big money level. Let's go below 202 here for potential short trade. We have it at 201.76. We could put it below 201.50 if you wanted to be a bit more conservative. You could be a bit more aggressive. And 207.20 right here. It might just move up to just shy, like 207.92, but that gives you a $1.80 move there. All right, so 202 and 207.20. All right, let's share this on Twitter. All right, so you guys can see I am live here. If you are brand new, I am live here pretty much every morning, except for if I have family things going on. Tomorrow is my birthday, so I will not be live. I will be taking a personal day. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, that's what I want to put there. And also if I have things like stuff for houses, stuff like that. Oh, speaking of which, I need to call these people because supposedly there's an appointment today that nobody ever corresponded with me about. So I need to call them and get on them and see what's going on. And I need to file a formal complaint against a company because they have now done things that are not nice. Okay, anyways, I don't take the BS anymore. All right, so those are the crypto levels. I'm here every morning in the summer, 7:30 a.m. for my pre-market watch list. During the school year, which is pretty much going to be starting in September, I will be starting at 8:15 due to kids' schedules, right? So let's get into our stocks. Thank you, Terry. Terry, I posted a nice little birthday list. If you feel so inclined, you know, if anybody wants to buy me a nice birthday gift, if you've made some massive money, any money, and you want to say thank you, I got a birthday wish list out there on Twitter. I'll pin it after the live stream today to my handle, if you feel so inclined. All right, so BMNR, we've had some great advancements here. The volume is declining. The price is starting to top off a bit. Really, if we go below the $60 mark, likely a test to this 58 from there. But this has had some great moves. Big money is still down at 40.33 on the big picture. On the intraday, I would say we've got the big money stopping right here, 63.23. So let's put it 63.20 actually. 63.20, that gives you 50 cents right there. Above the 63.73, you've got a bigger space of 80 cents right there. So, or we would go below, we've got to go below 61.20 for BMNR. 61.20 and 63.20. All right, now I also like to look at the short volume. Jane, what is the short volume? Well, we have people that can open up their trades to go long, thinking that the price action is going up, or they do the opposite. They sell the stock, borrow it from their broker in order to make a profit as the price drops. That would be going short. So this volume is reported to FINRA at the end of every trading day. So as an example, we can see that when the short volume is higher than 50%, as it is with DLO, we can see DLO's percentage was 61 of the volume yesterday. They were anticipating this to drop with earnings. Well, it did the opposite, and this is lower float, so it might have a fun short squeeze, meaning those shorts that are feeling the pain because the price went up are going to have to buy. Plus you have the people that are saying, ooh, this is breaking out, I want to buy too. So you have double the buying volume, double the interest, a quick move to the upside. Let's check Nvda. Nvda is at 55%. So as people short it, if they get stubborn, you can see people have been shorting Nvda pretty much over 50%. Yeah, 50% for the last 50 days. 53% short. So it just keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher. Because as it moves up, people are getting squeezed. They're feeling the pinch in their pockets and they think, oh, it cannot go any higher. Truth is, it can. It can always go higher, and yet it can always go lower until zero. So best to manage risk, right? So for now, BMNR does not look like an optimal short squeeze, right at 50-50 there. Wolf is rocking. All right. So Wolf, big money levels at 544. Oh, that moved. It was 546. Or maybe I mistyped it. 544. All right, let's make this a green line. You're planning to diversify along with Nvda. I'm more of a swing trader. Any suggestions on stocks I should look at? I would watch SBET and also Trade Desk. That's what I covered for my Angela Miles spot. Okay, so Wolf, I'm going to say below 640 or above 720 there. DLO, low float earnings, and also Monday. Monday had earnings on Monday, and it's bottoming out. Actually, I'd watch Monday as well, Jaspreet. So we're going to look at that. So on the intraday for a trade on DLO, we can see it's broken this 33 on the 5-minute. I also like to check out and see where is this on the 45. So maybe max it's going to come down to 1287 today, which would put us right in the middle between the 4 and the 8. Also check out the 15. Okay, so look, hey, look at how that 33 held up as support. Pretty cool, right? That's why I have it on my chart, because it does tend to hold up. Now it's looking like it's a bit of a resistance point right at the moment. We had the big money levels between 1455 and 1490. So let's put it up here at 1492. If we go above that, looks like a lot of people sold at 90. Or we've got the big volume level, 1447 right here. So I'm going to say, let's go 1450 and 1492 for DLO. All right, let's go to Nvda. Nvda topping out a bit here. People have been shorting this. We see a slowdown. If we want to make it look a little bit cleaner, I put it on a 3-day. So we had this doji day here, tested it, but they have not been able to close on the dojis for a 3-day above 183.40, right? So if we have a close above 183.40, big move up. Otherwise, we have a bit of an apex here. Likely decision on the move by next Tuesday, right? If we bring it back to a 24-hour chart, we would say it's going to be even further out. A decision by the 27th, right? So right now we're sort of sideways. I'm gonna pull it back. You can see we're going sideways for the past 3 days. If we drop down, maybe it's going to drop to 178 here. That looks like a pretty clear support zone. I like different time frames for analysis. Oh, I'm also going to be doing a webinar with Dave, who built Moby tick trading, a fellow Canadian over in St. John's. So I'll schedule that. I'll let you guys know when that's going on. If you want to participate, there's no charge. It's free and fun and educational. All right, I want to see what that says. Is that 187.01 there? Yeah, it looks like, or sorry, 182.01. So let's put it this 182.06 for Nvda. Or below, you can see right here, 181.40. 43. I'm going to put it back at 40. 70% of the volume there. 181.40 and 182.06. All right, and let's go to Monday. Even though it's Thursday, let's go to Monday. Okay, so see here, Monday. So Jaspreet, what I like is has found a bottom after earnings. Today is yesterday was day 3. Seems like the bottom is in. Big money levels at 180.53. More people bought than sold yesterday. And right now, what's our volume level on Monday? Yeah. Oh, it's not that much. But this one has lower float, so caution on it. I like this one. It doesn't have very big volume. Downside to it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all the way up here, 183.50. Let's get it outside of the 70% zone here. So 182.90. If we were to say 183, we've got a Camarilla right here. So 183.50 for a nice long short squeeze on MNDY. I'm going to come over here, MNDY. What is our percentage short volume? Actually, look, they were buying. Even though it dropped, a lot of people were buying, right? In the past 5 days, more people were buying than shorting. So this could be interesting, right? Let's bring it up for over here. If we go below 178.40, potential short. Jane, why do you have green ones and red ones and yet you're putting trades for long and short? Well, it's a good question because really the market's going to go one of two ways, either the way that you think or the other way. So why not be prepared both directions, right? If you're going to do the work so that it matches both ways. Okay, MSTR. This is new that they moved that yesterday. So maybe they were buying on this support or they were selling there. We don't know just yet, but what we do know is in July, they sold at 402.16. If we see this flip down here today, that means that, hey, guess what? They are looking to get in at a lower price, likely, and take it higher. So for MSTR, we have a move down today for a potential long trade. Right, let's see, 386 over here and 384. So let's put it, 386. Pretty nice, right? 386, thanks for making it easy. Thank you, computer, for helping me with this. You got it, Shovel, let's do it. 385 and 386 for MSTR today. Jane, you have this daily point of control up here. This is more for what we want to know. They have sold above us, right? So we need to get above that for a swing trade to the long side, in my opinion. Otherwise, you're fighting the big guys. Don't fight them. Don't go against them. Do you want to fight a billionaire? Really? It's like questioning why God might do something in your life. Who are you to question God? Who are you to fight the big guys in the market? Why do you want to do that? Ego? What is it? Just go with the flow. Go with the flow, man. It's like, what's the the new movie out on Netflix with John Cena and the other gentleman, you know, keep calm and carry on. That one. What's it called? I don't know. 325 and 50 cents for potential short, and 329. Let's do 329.20 because of that Camarilla right there. You could be a bit more aggressive and come down here 328.50, even more so you could come 328 and aim for $1.20 right there, but you're going to have a higher success trade all the way up here. All right, let's go to AMD for Roger. Roger's not here today. Hey Daisy, I see you like the post, thank you. So again, if you guys like the live stream, hit the like, share it out, let's help more people. How amazing would the world be if we all helped each other? Hey, I see this stuff, I'm sharing it with you in hopes to help you. If you don't like it, great, don't follow. If you do, share it out. Say thank you. Imagine if everybody said thank you in life and everybody was helpful. All right, so AMD, we have big money below, and it's in a bit of a retracement. We've hit a double top. Maybe it's going to pull back. We can see that we have more resistance here with this price level of 184 roughly. So if we have a close above 184, AMD is moving higher. All right, let's go to SOUN. Life is better when you share and help. That's what my daughters are saying. Sharing is caring. It's true. All right, let's go 1640 for SOUN. Trade setup looks a little bit nicer than yesterday because we have bigger potential moves. I know it's down here at 1606, but I like the 1620. It bounced off of it. It's come down, tested it, broke through. Another test held as support. Third test, if it tests and breaks, going to have a bigger move down here to 1606. All right, 16.2 and 16.4. Big money is below. A bit of retracement. SBET, big money below. I like this one. It's got this resistance right here. We have a bit of a wedge. We're setting lower highs at the moment, but it looks like by I'd say middle of next week, we're gonna have a big move on SBET. It's a patience game sometimes for the higher probability setups, but then they pay. So just wait it out, right? Wait it out. Big money's at 2307 today. If we go 2288, I like it. 2288, we might get stuck at 2255, 2250. But that's it. It's really interesting. Nobody's putting any stocks out today. You guys do you have a stock that you want me to check out? Let's check out PLTR. PLTR looks like it's slowing a bit. Yesterday was a short. We've come back to the 4. Big money's at 187.11. Are we going to close above that or below that? If I was long, I am long, but long term from 32. Still see this support down here at 138. But if I'd just gotten in after earnings and I'd run this profit up, I might look at it and say, hey, if we close below 184, I might want to get out because I know the big guy sold up here. Right? So let's put this 185.50 or below 184.60 for today. And let's also check out UVIX just to see, are we still below? Yes. VXX, are we still below? Yes, they haven't repositioned. And UVXY, are we still below? Yes, they haven't changed the position. So in my opinion, because those three still have the price above us, it's an inverse indicator, meaning that it will continue to go down, which means that the market will continue to go up. So I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's bring it back over to the stocks over here. Getting ready to go out and get a training run in with the family for 5K before market open. All right, 449.80 up here or below 449. Gonna put it pretty wide today. 3 green on the Dow. Like it, 3 green. Any pilots out there as well? For ILS approaches, instrument rated pilots. This is my instrument. I look at the big money, big volume point of control as my instrument. 2340. Potential retracement. Sure, no problem. It's still in an upward move. Does not scare me if that happens. Gotta talk yourself through this too. Don't be fearful. It is not always up. It's not theoretical, right? 3 green on the Russell. Woohoo! Russell, Russell. All right. We tested the trend line yesterday on the Qs. Could this be a top, pull back, and continue? Yeah, sure. Could it be a top sell? Well, if they were selling, we would see this move all the way up here. If we see that, okay, maybe put on your seatbelts for the roller coaster ride down before we get a support level. But for now, it's moving up. 50.88. Why, thank you. I like that number. Let's use 50.88. 580.40 and 580 and 88 cents. All right. You all are so quiet. Do you have a question? If so, put it in the chat. I get bored just talking to myself. I like interaction. It's boring. It's lonely. Let's chat. All right, 644.50, 645.21. It's going to be our top there with that Camerlin pivot. So again, keep in mind in 8 minutes, this says 6 minutes, something is off. Anyway, PPI numbers are coming up, unemployment claims. So keep that in mind that all of this could change. This is the trade before that. This is the trade setup for if we break those levels. Like yesterday, we broke them well before market open. So we are full green on the market. Trump wants to get rid of the Fed, Chairman Powell, and drop interest rates to 1%. That's going to skyrocket the market, skyrocket prices, likely decrease commodities, but we shall see. That is what I see for now. So I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm going to put this up here again. If you guys have not checked it out, I should put the little thing at the bottom. Hold on. Let's see if I can figure this out. We're going to do this together. A widget. Negative. That's not what I wanted. Delete that. Let's go here. Layout editor. Yes. Negative. Editor. Sources. Let's go here. Sources. Chat box, video, media capture. You guys are going to bear with me 1 second because I want to add. I wonder. Ooh, this is cool. Media share. No. Poll. Chat highlight, emoji, game widget, custom widget, spin wheel, viewer count, tip ticker, follower goal, bit goal, super chat goal, poll. Ah, Terry, you're the best. Okay, Terry, you've inspired me. Let me go grab the link. All right, I'm going to grab the link. I don't have that many gifts on there, Terry. I'd love that, right? But I don't have that many gifts. So let me copy. There we go. But that's not what I was going to put. I wanted to put, so I'm going to do this live. To get to this website, you go to carpeprofit.com. I'm trying to figure out how to put the media file, stream label, stream stats and events, video capture, capture sources, game capture, audio output, media, image, slideshow, color block, media file, scene, text, add source. Add a new source, add source. Let's see. Settings. Aha. Aha. I don't know where I put the text though. Text file. Oh. Oh, I need to create a text file? All right, cancel that. All right, I'm going to work on that on my end. So I hope you all have an amazing trading day. Great gift would be buy my book if you want to learn more about it, about how to trade. The goal is to help you guys help yourselves. So trade like a billionaire, carpeprofit.com. Ooh, I wonder if I could do, if I go like this, there's more than one way, right? I go like this, I go like this, and I write it. I can do it like that. So you're going to go to C-A-R-P. Oh, it's so funny. Profit. Have you guys ever tried to write on this? It reminds me of when I was at Epcot when I was little, and you could write on the screens, and I had my mind blown. There we go. Carpeprofit.com to get the Trade Like a Billionaire book. Hope you have a great one. Bye for now. I will see you all on Monday. It's my birthday tomorrow. Taking the day off. So lock in those profits.